Hi all, this is Dr. J at 11, broadcasting live from Long Island, New York. We were supposed to have a special guest today, Tech Girl, but I don't know that she can make it, but I still want to go over the charts of Tesla, compare it to the NASDAQ, and compare it to the Dow. So without further ado, let me just get into that. Also, well, let me take a little brief tangent, and that would be the World Cup. I'm going to give my World Cup picks now, so you can say Dr. J had it right, maybe. But my thinking, as I said last time, is that England would advance, and somebody's beeping me on my cell. Maybe it's Tech Girl. Let's see. Yeah, it is Tech Girl. She can't make it. She has an emergency at the hospital or something, which is okay, Tech Girl. We'll catch Dr. J next time. In any event, Tech Guy, namely me, will have to continue solo, which I'm kind of used to doing anyway. So, of course, when we had Phillies fan on, that went over rather big. But in any event, it's just you and me today, so let's get at it with a quick summary. Oh, the World Cup. Let me just tell you who I like. I like England versus France in the finals. I don't know who will win, but I like England to face France in the finals. I'll tell you right now, I'm rooting for England. Okay. And I'll even give you the score of England versus Croatia. I think that'll be a handy victory, 3-1 England. And France will eke out a victory over Belgium, 0-0 and winning penalty kick, something like that. I see that being low scoring. Probably have them both wrong. In any event, it doesn't cost me anything to give my predictions. And the same is true with stocks. So let me give my predictions for stocks, and hopefully they're more meaningful. The NASDAQ. I love this channel we're in. I did a six month chart of the NASDAQ. And in blue, we have the Dow Jones Industrial Averages. Well, 6 months ago, the NASDAQ was right here on 1/8. It opened at 71.35 and it closed at 71.57. And on Friday, it opened at 75.95, closed at 76.88. So it's up shot nicely since over the last 6 months, essentially year to date, up 7.5%. That's not bad for half a year. I'll take it. 15% on the year if we extrapolate. On the other hand, if you're a Dow investor, you're not so happy. You're kind of sad here. You're down 3.3% from the beginning of the year. What a divergence between the Dow and the NASDAQ. As you can see, it's a difference of about 11%. That's not nothing. 11% is a lot of money. It could translate into a lot of money. So for you Dow 30 investors, I feel bad, but for you Tesla and Apple and Google and tech investors, must be doing pretty darn good. But let's double check that with Tesla. Tesla recently has broken down. The chart has broken down, not the cars. Cars are really terrific. I drove in a SUV, a Tesla, whatever model that is. It's unbelievable, that Tesla. My friend just stepped on the gas. It went from 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds. I felt like I was experiencing a G-force, like I was going to blast off or something. Those cars are amazing, not to mention the fact that they self-drive. And the economy of it, of course, it cost $100,000 to buy that car, but other than that. All right, anyway, let's look at Tesla over the last 6 months. Actually, yeah, over the last 6 months. Tesla is down 8% compared to the Dow, which is down 3%, and the NASDAQ, which is up 7.5%. So the difference between buying a basket of NASDAQ 100 stocks and just buying Tesla would be a whopping almost 15.5%. So and all of that has come over the last 3 days. Look at this huge red candle here, followed by another big red candle, followed by a smaller red candle, followed by an inside day. So you can't get too excited other than the fact that it was green. On the other hand, news is pretty good. I think Elon Musk is now officially proclaimed Tesla as a car company based on sales and production. So I think he produced 5,000 Model 3s in, let's see, I read the article in the news. Let's see if I can get it. Tesla. Yes, Tesla. There's an article about how much he produced over the last month, over the last week. So he's bragging about his production coming up. Tesla is very slow to click on. But right now, judging from this chart, I wouldn't touch Tesla. I mean, what a nasty looking waterfall drop. So I wouldn't touch it until it puts in a solid bottom, wherever that is. Any event, I wanted to get news on Tesla. Trying to, just as they're very slow. Okay, I'm going to have to give up on getting news on Tesla. I know it's a Sunday morning, but I don't want to keep you very long. So we looked at the chart. I gave my opinion on Tesla. I showed you the difference between the NASDAQ and the Dow. They're telling two different stories. Which story is true? Which story will ultimately tell the overall story? I don't know yet, neither do you. But to me, I think the Dow story is scary. It's not showing the same gusto as the NASDAQ. And I think the NASDAQ is due for a sharp pull back below that trend line. So just caution would be the note. I know the economy is strong. We added jobs. We're over 200,000 in June. But at the same time, the unemployment rate went up. Now, you may say, how could we add jobs and the unemployment rate go up? Who knows the answer to that? Sure, it's a participation rate. More people are coming back into the job market looking for jobs. And that causes the unemployment to rise because they're now being counted where they weren't counted before. So the unemployment rate is about 4%, even though we added over 200,000 jobs in last month. So that's the story of the economy. I think it's going at a good clip. We'll get an idea starting Monday. I think banks are starting to report earnings. So we'll get the second quarter earnings are coming in. And we'll get a better idea of how they're doing, how the individual companies are doing. The economy as a whole, most economists are confident that we're in a good economy for now. So there's no reason for the Fed not to raise again. And watch that 10-year. It's hovering around 2.75%. It's inevitable if the Fed keeps raising that it goes over 3%. The tariffs are going to add inflationary pressures. I think they're talking another $1 billion worth of tariffs for China. What, 10 billion? Pick a number. I don't know. So we're in the beginnings of trade wars, and that will only add inflationary pressures. So be careful in your bond portfolios. Be careful in the stock market. I wish I could tell you where to hide, but I can't. But the word of the day is caution. Take cover, Be safe. Maybe high yielding dividend stocks. Maybe you buy your Costco's. Maybe you buy your discounters. I don't know. That's just a thought. I don't know why I'm sharing again. I'm done sharing. I think it's just time to say goodbye. I hope you had a happy 4th. I hope you get some great deal of shopping. I hope you enjoy the beaches today. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye. Bye-bye.